Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Todd and tonight I want to show you how I made my candelabra. So let's get started. Now I really love this candelabra that I made. In fact, I like it so much that I've made several of them over the years. This particular one I made out of wood with some copper tubing and of course the battery operated candles. Now feel free to make yours with whatever material you have on hand. If you're a woodworker, make it out of wood. If you're a metal worker, make it out of metal. Now, if you're not familiar with power tools or have access to power tools or metal, perhaps you can use another material like cardboard. I'm sure that would turn out pretty good. It's amazing what you can make with cardboard. So to get started, what I did was I bought myself some battery operated candles. Now I purchased these ones at the Dollar Tree, paid $1 for them each, of course, and they're really nice. They have a nice glow, and they've lasted me for it seems like forever. In fact, I think I'm using the same batteries that I originally bought when I bought these candles. Each year I just take them out and make sure they don't corrode inside the cavity. So once you get your candles, now it's time to actually build the candelabra. Again, I chose to make mine out of wood because that's what I was familiar with and that's what I had access to. You may not have that. So choose what you have on hand and what you're comfortable working with. So the first thing you want to do is you want to build yourself a base at the bottom that you're going to build this up with. So I have a nice flat piece of wood here that I cut down. On top of that, I added another little block of wood, which is a scrap piece of 2x4. And then on top of that, I added this 2x2, which I cut a hole through for the copper tubing. So once you get this the way you want it, you need to fasten all this together. I would recommend using some wood glue and maybe some nails or some screws so that it doesn't come apart on you. So once you get that all fastened together, take your copper tubing, slide it through the hole, then once it's in there, you can take and bend this arm in the configuration that you want. I would also suggest that you put a little glue in here to keep this from rocking back and forth. Now, if you don't have copper tubing and you still want to make it out of wood, perhaps you can make it out of all wood and use another block of wood for the candles. And you could either simply leave it flat like this and put your candles on top. You could angle it, put your candles this way, or just use it as a single candlestick holder, like such, without the tree arm. So once you get it the way you want it, get it all painted up, it should look something like this. And then from here, it's just a matter of putting your candles on the holder. Now I imagine you could glue these on here like this if you wanted, but I find it a lot easier and better to leave them unglued. That way when I want to store it, when the season's over, it's easy to take off. And then I can pack these in a box and pack this in a box and I don't have to worry about getting broken. Now when it comes to decorating these, well, the sky's the limit. You could use some cobwebs, kind of like what I did here. You could use some spiders, a skull, and of course, some creepy cloth, which is my favorite. Now let me show you another one I did. This is a larger one that holds anywhere from 4 candles or put a 5th one on top. And what I used here was a spindle from a porch, so it has this kind of neat design on it already, so it kind of worked out kind of neat. And again, you can decorate these any way you want. And at night, when the lights are off, they have a really nice glow to them, and they look really cool. So I hope you give this a try sometime. Use your imagination. Like I said, use the materials you have on hand, and they're really simple to make, and I think you're really going to like it. So if you like this video and you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll be posting some more shortly. Thank you very much. Good night.